Okay, alright. Episode 3, Broken Toys. And this is some interesting visual stuff going on here because there we had, Clem and AJ, like, she's kind of standing and watching him. Here they're, like, sitting beside each other. She's, like, looking after him while he's healing. And in this one, I feel like it looks like they're kind of spread apart, looking in different directions and stuff. Oh, and then that's ominous. Okay, episode 3, Broken Toys. Before we start, just a quick reminder about our fundraiser for medical aid for Palestinians. We're really, really close to our fundraising goal at the moment, which is really exciting. So if you can spare anything, or if you could just share the link around and ask your friends, family, whoever to donate, then !Palestine in the chat will bring up the link to our fundraiser. We're about, I'm doing maths, about £17 away from our goal, which, yeah, is pretty close. That's exciting. And there are some updates to the BDS list, which I talked about earlier at the beginning of the stream. If you type in !BDS into the chat, then that will pull up the Boycott, Divestment and Sanctions Movement website, but essentially the organic boycott of Adidas has been added to the list. So no more buying Adidas products for anyone who was a fan of Adidas, sorry. And also, there's been a call to cancel Disney Plus subscriptions and to boycott Marvel products, which, especially for us, #gamers, includes any and all kind of Marvel games, tie-ins, etc. So you can check out the BDS Movement website for the updates on that. But let's get into episode 3. Let's do this.
Previously on The Walking Dead. While searching for a place to call home, AJ and I found an old boarding school run by kids deep in the forest. Their leader was a guy named Marlon.
Rest
and
in peace.
AJ pulled the trigger. I told AJ that what he'd done was murder, that he'd have to atone for it. The other kids agreed. They voted to kick us out. I thought we'd never return. Then AJ and I were attacked by Abel, one of the raiders Marlon had given the twins to. He was with someone I thought I'd never see again. Lily.
Fucking Lily.
We were almost eaten by walkers, when suddenly, one of them spoke to me. His name was James, an ex-whisperer who didn't believe in killing walkers. He helped me treat AJ, but without real medicine, he wouldn't make it. The kids didn't turn away the sad sight of AJ and let us back inside. After I told them how we could defend the school against the raiders, they were willing to let us stay, at least until the fight. I decided to help Violet in the bell tower. We looked at the stars together, and I admitted I had feelings for her. She felt the same way. Then the raiders finally came. They busted open our gates, but the kids stayed hidden as planned. Until 10 ran out of cover, hoping for a chance to learn about his missing sisters. The bomb went off, and attempting to save 10, Mitch threw himself at Lily and got a knife to the throat. With only a second to decide, I fired and saved Violet. They got away with 3 of our friends, and we had no idea where they'd gone. But we knew someone who did.
That's it, we're all up to date. I was gonna say something, I was thinking something while I was watching that, but it's gone out of my head now. Oh well. I can hear a door opening. I think Chickpea is going back into the bathtub. God damn it. It's okay. I guess there isn't that much harm in her sleeping in there. I think usually I'd probably be stricter about it, but she's, she doesn't have much time left, so she can do what she wants, kind of.
At the start, I was so little, and Mitch looked after me. People said he was a dick sometimes, but he was always nice to me.
He was a...
Now he's gone.
He was a dick sometimes.
Stabbed in the eye by some asshole who never even knew his name.
Mitch was looking after all of us. He gave his life so we could go on fighting.
I know that. Doesn't make it any easier.
He'd want us to find our friends and bring them home safe.
And he'd want us to kill the people who took them.
Hey, AJ's waiting for you in the basement. We got Abel tied up tight. He's alive, but he's out cold.
Thanks.
Oh, yes, I remember what I was going to say. What I was going to say is that, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but 10, like, he's got some kind of scarring on the side of his face, like on his head, right? And I think that kind of scarring or facial difference is something that's often, like, characterized in a particular way in media. Like, sometimes it's like the disabled villain trope, the quote-unquote disfigured villain trope, which I put that word in quotation marks because it's pretty, like, derogatory, like, ableist language that people with facial differences have kind of expressed not wanting people to use, understandably. And sometimes it's kind of like a pitiful, like, pitiable character. There's a bit of both of that in, like, The Phantom of the Opera, which is obviously one of the biggest examples of, like, an Anglophone text that utilizes that trope. Sometimes it's kind of like a spectacle or a horror or something like that. And I kind of feel like none of those tropes have really, like, characterized him, in my opinion, from what I've seen, from what we've played, which I really like. That's good.
We should bury Mitch. It's time.
I'll help you carry.
Get away from him! You're the reason he's dead!
Hey!
Willie!
Well, it's true! We had a plan, and that idiot messed it up!
Come on, Willie. None of this is Ten's fault. You know who's really to blame.
I can't believe you're defending him! This is bullshit!
10! I'll take care of this. Talk to Abel, find out where Lily took Lewis, Omar, and a sim. And Clem, don't be afraid to, hurt him a little. Maybe you'll get more out of him than we did.
Me making eye contact and giving a reassuring look to my girlfriend. Clem, don't be afraid to torture him. If you have to. It's okay. I'll love you anyway. Interrogate Abel.
This should be strong enough to hold him.
Hi, Rosie.
Brody.
Oh god, the blood stain is still there? Nobody came back to clean that up? Hey, Rosie. Who's a good girl? Oh. You have Rosie. She's my dog now. Yes, she is. Who is a sweet girl. Oh, here he is.
Got your gun back, huh?
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I think that the reason why AJ's hairstyle is the way it is partly so that him and Ten, like, have different hairstyles, which I think is a bad reason. Just to kind of go back to the earlier conversation about designing black characters in games. I have no way of knowing that, but it's just like an impression that I get. There's a lot to unpack there, if so.
Ready?
What the fuck? Well, that ain't no way to wake an old man up from his afternoon nap. I was having a nice dream, too. About a girl I used to know from before. She also had me tied up, but I wasn't her prisoner, if you get my meaning.
AJ's like, what?
Got any water? Other than what you already dumped on me? I mean...
Drink.
You got good manners, Squirt.
You've had your water. Now it's time to talk.
It's the first time interrogating someone, isn't it? You let me dictate the agenda. Makes me think you're weak.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be, okay? I just want to know where Lily took my people.
It doesn't matter. As soon as she gets there, she's gonna turn around and come right back for me. You better give me the 5-star treatment. If I'm smiling when she gets here, you might be able to trade me for a little mercy. Jesus! The fuck is wrong with you? That ain't 5-star.
Tell us where they took our friends, or she'll do it again.
Lily will never give them up. Only reason we came here was for more manpower. Losing Jonathan and me for 3 sprouts that can barely hold a gun. Even a dummy like me can do the math on that one.
We're gonna get him back.
You don't know what it's like out there. It's a bloodbath. One community against another. From Richmond to the coast. Back at the Delta, we're at war. With some really sick fucks who make me look like the Virgin Mary. We need people to fight it. Soldiers who do what we say. Point the guns the way we tell them to.
That's called kidnapping.
Give it whatever name you want. I call it survival.
What kind of place is this Delta if they use forced labor to defend it?
You think we like doing raids like this? Our home is under threat. It's a good home. Built to last.
Don't fuck with me or
Lot to
my
protect
son.
it. Maybe you can understand that.
And I do a lot to get my friends back, so stop wasting my time.
Okay. Front pocket. The answer to all your questions. Read it.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. What the fuck? Is this code?
No, it's fucking Leviticus. I was hoping it'd be some timely, moralistic shit about turning the other cheek. Well, come on. That thing isn't gonna light itself. Wanna know where your friends are? Smoke will clear my mind. Help me remember stuff. Like where Lily went.
When you see
Come on, kid.
the thing,
Don't make me wait all day.
consider the consequences before taking an action. Ah! Okay.
Oops.
You little bitch! Shit.
That's a lot of blood.
Oh, fuck. This is not good.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
We have medicine. We can still patch him up.
I don't think so. When you pushed me off that balcony, something must have burst inside of me. No medicine can fix this.
Right.
Shit. I never wanted things to end like this. Everything. It all got out of hand. Now look at me. I'm a fucking mess.
Will he turn?
No. My whole life, everything I ever got, I got with my own two hands and my will. For my body to turn on me, to take control. I'll tell you where to find Lily. Just promise. You won't let me turn.
Tell me first.
I'm begging you.
If you're honest with me, I'll put you out of your misery. You have my word.
Okay, we have a boat. We're docked a few miles west of here, at an old fishing pier. Your friends are on the boat. You got what you wanted. Please, don't let me become one of those things. Please, I don't want to turn. Not that. I want to let me keep my face.
Then what? Right. Okay, yeah.
You don't need to watch this.
I want to.
I don't think you should be smoking if you're
At least he can't hurt anyone anymore.
coughing up blood like that. Yeah, I mean, it was giving like a last wish sort of vibe though, which fair enough. If I was dying, I probably think I'd get over and have a cigarette again. I mean, I'm not smoking now because it's a bad idea. Quit a couple of years ago. But if I knew I was dying, I probably would just smoke again. My grandmother, God bless her soul, did that. You know, she was in her last kind of days. She was very, very ill. She was in and out of hospital for a long time, and everyone used to tell her not to smoke, but she'd smoke anyway, because she was kind of like, fuck it. AJ looks to you for guidance in this world.
Come on, we have a boat to find.
AJ looks to you for guidance in this world is interesting because... Oh, music off. Because I think that there's a sort of implication there that you could get something different in that moment. As in, like, for some reason, by that point in the story, he doesn't, like, look up to Clementine or listen to Clementine anymore. I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of... I'm thinking about what Ten was saying in the last episode about kind of like cycles of life, and I'm kind of realizing that there's a lot of this imagery in this season, like the flowers taking over the walkers and the flowers taking over the school, and there's just a lot of this imagery of nature kind of reclaiming these structures from the old world, and new life emerging from death and decay and such. And yeah, I like it. Wait, sorry, let me turn the volume back on for you. There we go.
Once we find the boat, we'll look for a way to sneak on board.
Yeah, if 10 doesn't fuck it up this time.
My God.
It wasn't Tin's fault.
Yes, it was! Mitch died because he...
Say one more thing about Tin. I dare you.
Guys, look!
Why are these white kids beefing on these brown boys consistently? It just seems like it's a pattern to me. I don't know. I mean, I know the answer. Go figure. Was Lewis's deal, I don't know, more complicated?
Beach.
Maybe
a
internalized
boat
something.
And a wood street in the water.
That's called a pier.
Pier.
Okay, let's spread out and focus on those areas. Keep your heads low.
Spy on the raiders. Okie dokie. I'm not sure where I'm meant to be going here, but...
Find anything over here?
They have horses.
Let me see. Are those torches?
I think so.
Could be easy fire. Setting the hay on fire would get their attention. Scare the horses, too.
We could get on the boat easier that way.
Oh, horses.
If we cut those horses free, we could slow down anyone trying to chase us.
We should get rid of their horses. What if we took their horses? That's an idea. It's an idea that I'm expressing because I like horses and I want to be a horse girl.
You ever seen this boat before?
No. Marlin kept us confined to the safe zone. Pier leading up to the boat? It's our only way in and out.
Well, let's see what else is down there. There are a few on deck, a couple others on the pier. Could be more inside.
Looks like they're well armed too.
Wait, I see Lewis.
Oh.
Abel wasn't lying. This is it.
The pier has plenty of cover on it. If we're careful, we can sneak in undetected.
Yeah, I wonder things about how the Abel interrogation scene could have gone. Because I didn't want to be unnecessarily violent, but also after he said that I seemed weak to him, I just wanted to give him a little hit to show that I would be ready to do it, but then I didn't actually want to do it if he would be willing to give information up any other way.
There's no good cover leading up to the boat.
It's like a show of strength.
We're gonna need one hell of a distraction.
Okay.
Maybe if we could get walkers on the beach somehow.
Maybe not as hard as you'd think.
We could use walkers as a diversion.
I can see an entrance.
I saw that too. It looks like there's a door at the other end.
There's a small opening at the top of those closed doorways.
Also, I worry
AJ and I
about
know how to
torturing
deal with
someone in
those.
front of AJ. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Small opening, AJ-sized. Okay. I'm still hesitant about using him.
I don't see any obvious place to keep prisoners.
They're probably below deck. We should have asked Abel.
When he said on a boat, I didn't think it'd be this big.
Sorry, her shuffling away, that was quite funny.
Anything useful?
Looks like building material. Furniture. Probably stuff from the train station.
Sheet metal, wood, and quite a bit of it.
We should have that stuff.
Okay. Torches.
More torches.
Torches?
We could use the fire.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't think of that at all, Willie?
They're loading those rafts with supplies.
I could cut those loose and just ride them downriver. Easy.
Nice. Okay, we could burn them or cut them loose. I think cutting them loose might be
We should
smarter.
get out of here before they spot us. We can talk through the plan once we're somewhere safe.
But I'm not sure. Because I feel like it should be relatively easy to put out a fire on a body of water if they act quickly enough.
What's the plan?
Well, they've got guards posted on the pier and the boat. There's no way we can take them all at once. Our only hope is to distract them while we sneak on board.
We should burn their stuff.
That'd work. We could burn the supplies or the hay they keep for the horses.
Whatever we don't burn, we should take. Ruby would love to have the horses. But I'd rather steal those supplies. I could build traps. Weapons.
Yeah, we'll steal their supplies and burn the hay as our distraction. If you're going to steal from the rafts, you have to do it carefully.
Wouldn't do it any other way.
The fire will lure the raiders away from the boat, and we can sneak across the pier.
If anyone sees us, they'll shoot.
You remember that guy I told you about? James? He sent in walkers to save us from Lily and Abel. Maybe we could convince him to do it again.
Yeah.
If we lead a big
I was
enough
thinking
group of them
that.
onto the
I was
beach,
thinking
we can
that.
blend in without being seen.
Perfect.
What about after we get everyone home? I mean, the raiders will just come attack us again. What then?
Hide, quick!
Ooh, almost didn't see that cue. Who's that?
A raider. Has to be. You all stay here. I'll see if they know anything that could help us. Drop it. Where do you keep the people you steal? I don't know what you're... I'm not fucking around. Answer the question. The boiler deck. Second deck. They're all
Is
there.
this also someone we know?
Clementine, wait. That's Minnie.
Oh no, messy lesbian drama.
After the attack, I wasn't sure. I mean, I heard they burned half the
Clementine's
school down.
look.
Who survived? Ruby? Mitch? Brody? 10?
Ruby and 10 made it. Mitch didn't. And Brody, she died.
Dan's boots holding up okay?
His boots?
They're so old.
Why
They're
is-
more holes than rubber. I duct taped him up the last time I saw him, but that was a while ago.
Well, there are all sorts of reasons, but I'm just surprised that Ten's sister is white. So...
His boots are fine. You're Clementine. The girl who took over
Oh
after
god, she
Marlon
does
died.
not look happy.
It's weird. I thought everyone would want to lean on their own. Not the new kid. Violet's the one in charge. Really? The Violet I knew could barely stand to talk to people, let alone play class president.
Hey!
You're the one who convinced the school to fight back. From where I'm standing, that puts you in charge. Your leadership is going to get my little brother killed. Excuse me? Abel figured he could talk Marlon into handing everyone over like he and Lily did, but... like they did before. You ruined the whole plan.
What the hell? He gave you and Sophie away.
Yeah, I was surprised too. Yeah, there are a bunch of reasons. So they could be half-siblings, for sure. So they could have, like, one parent the same and one different parent. Also, they could be adopted siblings. There are all sorts of scenarios, but just surprised. I wonder what that was like for him. Yeah.
Yeah, and we all survived it. Marlon would have never made them fight the way you did. He wouldn't have gotten people
Oh,
killed.
for fuck's sake.
No, you're wrong. Clem protected us.
He wouldn't have gotten people killed. He murdered Brody. What?
Where's Sophie? Is she alive?
She died protecting the Delta.
Hey, Charlotte.
A hero.
You've arrived in the midst of lesbian drama,
A
so
hero?
welcome.
God, you...
Minerva!
Shit.
Ooh! Okay.
Rockingham! Finish up and head back. I want to be in before dark.
Also, you'll never guess who the fuck is here from season 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. I hope Chris's birthday was nice. I hope you guys had a good time.
Our boat leaves for the Delta in 2 days. Then it'll be a couple of weeks before we can come back for the rest of you. When we do, don't fight. The only way you're gonna save your people is to let us take them. I'm serious. Don't fight this. It's not too late, Minnie. You could come back to the school with us. No. No, I couldn't.
Oh. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You already know. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, that is Minerva, and in the last episode, I, kissed Violet. So, drama.
Nothing's changed. Our plan is to get onto the boat and save our friends. So that's what we're gonna do.
You all should head home. Start getting things ready. Get everyone caught up on the plan.
Everyone except 10.
I warned you.
Enough. Both of you.
Oh, I love my
I'm going to go
son.
find James.
I love my son. Gay chaos really is happening here. Yeah. It's peak lesbian drama. It's peak lesbian drama. My little angry boy, indeed.
So, how many walkers do you think James will help us get? 15? 100? 1,000?
what happened with 10 is that essentially the raiders, led by Lily, who are kidnapping people to fight for them in a war against another settlement, in this case children, they attacked the school. Clem convinced everyone to fight back, and 10 kind of tried to have a conversation with Lily, and Lily used the opportunity to attack Mitch, who is now dead, and Willie is very upset at 10 about that, and AJ is defending his friend with his life, because I raised him right.
I don't...
Also, AJ was shot,
Gunshot
so...
wound.
It feels like someone pinched me from inside.
Here, let's rest a second.
Clem, I keep thinking. When Willie said all that stuff about 10 before, I got so mad. He was being mean, and 10 wasn't even there to defend himself. I wanted to hurt him. I know I shouldn't, but I just can't stop thinking about it. I want to just punch his head. I tried breathing, kicking rocks. I don't like this feeling. Wanting to hurt somebody.
It's okay to get mad at people. You can't help that. But those thoughts have to stay in your head, okay? Don't act on them. Ever.
Okay.
AJ will remember that.
I'm strong. I can control what I do.
He's 5. AJ is 5 years old. We actually talked about this in the last episode. Because obviously it makes sense, but it really sunk in when we were like, he is 5 years old. That's fun. That's younger than Clem was when this started. Yeah. Yeah.
But not what I think. Like, I think I'm mad at 10 too. Running out of cover when Lily attacked the school was really stupid. But he just doesn't know stuff like we do. And then Willie started yelling at him instead of helping him learn. Why don't the other kids know all the stuff we know? When there's a plan, you have to follow it. And when you yell at someone, it just makes them not listen.
Well, why don't we teach them? They're smart. Someone just has to show them what to do.
Yeah. I want 10 to know how to be safe. We can show them how to be smart, like us. It's weird that people are so different.
It is Ericson's boarding school for troubled youth.
I love my son.
Youth. Trouble like bad? So they did bad things? Why?
Okay, sometimes they do them because bad things happen to them. I knew a doctor once, back when you were just a baby. He called it trauma. You have some too, you know. The thing where people can't walk up behind you.
I don't like my trauma. I want to get it off of me. How do I get rid of it? I don't even like the way the words sound.
Oh, honey.
It's really, really hard to do by yourself. A lot of people can't without some help.
Like, from a doctor?
Sure, but those are rare these days.
Or like the school, right? It was supposed to help with people's trauma.
Yeah, it was. And now they help each other.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. What a little baby, and so goddamn mature. He's growing up way too fast. I know. I can't believe it's also been 5 years since the events of season 2. Yeah, crazy, crazy. Feels like... I mean, obviously, for us playing the game, it was like not long ago that Clem was a child. But it's wild. AJ is having realizations that grown white men can only have when traveling to Asia and doing a lot of drugs. You know what, Charlotte? They don't have the realization even then. Even then. But I was talking a lot, in all seriousness, in the last episode about how mature AJ is, like emotionally mature AJ and Clem are, like Clem as a parent and like AJ as a kid compared to like adults that I know, you know. And it's, you know, we were talking about like teen moms and kind of the stigma around teen moms and stuff, but I'm like, this 16-year-old mum started being a mum when she was 11. She's a better mother than like 30-year-old mothers I know, you know? So really this idea that there's like ever a right time or a wrong time to have a child is like, I don't know. I think it's people have this idea that maturity is a matter of how old you are, right? But it's not. And I think that this really just goes to show just that exact point. I don't think there's ever a right or a wrong time to have a child, but I think that if you're either mature enough or you're not, and that has nothing to do with age. Clementine is literally doing better than so many parents we know.
I still like them. I like Tim the most, I think. Even if he does dumb things. Actually, I think he's my first real friend.
Oh yeah? I thought I was your first real friend.
Well, yeah, but you don't count. You're old.
Am not.
Fine. He's my second first real friend.
Oh. She's doing a much better job than a whole 30-year-old would do. Well, I would give you more credit than that. I know you don't want to have children, but if somehow you ended up in a Walking Dead or Life is Strange 2 situation, I'm sure you would do just fine. But she's certainly doing a lot better than some whole-ass 30-year-olds. That's for sure. A lot of whole-ass 30-year-olds.
I don't see James. Just monsters.
James?
You're hurt.
Okay.
Did the raiders do this?
It looked like they had people from your school. Why are you here?
Those people you saw, we're going to save them. But to do that, we need your help moving some walkers.
I could maybe help, but my mask is still in the camp, inside my bag. I can't pass through a herd without it.
Okay, then let's go get it.
Please, I just ask that you don't kill them. The walkers. If you distract them, I can sneak over and find my mask.
Distract all of them?
Please.
I'll try.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, well, I'll get another chance and I'll try not to kill any of them. I find it really interesting that she was an only child too. It's not like she was an older sibling before the zombies, so it's really impressive that she's managed to figure this out so fast. Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's something also to be said of the fact that, like, some of it is player choice dependent. So it's also the fact that I'm a really good parent. But in all seriousness, yeah. I think it has a lot to do with Lee and how Lee was, particularly how I played Lee. Well, I think you guys need to give yourself some more credit. But Fair enough. I mean, it's no one knows what they're really capable of until they're in a situation, to be honest. I think that that's like... Nobody knows how they would deal with a situation until they're in it. And that's just it. Like, I'm someone who really wants children, and I'm sometimes really scared that I won't do a good job. But you just gotta do it. And I think where I'm at in my life, I feel pretty comfortable with my ability. I do know that, like, I couldn't do it on my own. Nobody can do it on their own, right? So I would need help. But you can get in your head and stuff and think, like, oh, I would be a bad parent. I don't know how I could handle this. But nobody knows until they're in that situation. Many such cases. Fuck. Shit. James? James, I'm really trying. I'm really trying, buddy. Whew. Whew. Okay, did it.
I don't know how long I can keep this up. Did you find your mask?
I can't find it. The horses must have... There!
Oh, shit.
We have to run.
Hey, over here!
AJ!
No, there are too many of them.
The cart. If we push it, the noise will draw them away.
Oh, thank you. I'm not sure if this game is anything to go by, but I'm trying my best.
AJ, are you okay?
Yeah, no bites.
James noticed that you spared the walkers.
I know it would have been easier to kill them. You're kind. I appreciate it. Really.
Your relationship with James has changed. You're a little weirdo, James. I don't really understand you, but it's okay. I'm happy to respect your whole thing, because you're a nice guy.
For helping me get this back. Now, how will walkers save your friends?
They're being held captive on a boat not too far from here. We can't sneak on board without cover, not without the raiders gunning us down.
You want to use walkers to hide? To sneak on board their ship? That's insane.
It's our only chance.
I have something I need you to see, so you can understand what you're asking.
James.
We still need his help, right?
His voice actor is really giving. I'm a mysterious, strange, wise character. Well, I don't know. I even get in my head as a cat mom, right? Like, especially with everything that's been happening recently, can't get out of my head thinking, like,
Just a little further.
that I haven't been a good mother, but I've tried my best. People keep telling me that I've been a good mother to Chickpea, but I don't know. It's hard to feel like it. Okay, let's have a look around. I feel there must be collectibles in this episode. But I also think, you know, probably a lot of parents that you know that are really great parents probably feel like worried that they're not doing a good enough job. In my experience, a lot of good people
Clem, what's
don't
this?
think they're doing good enough.
It's called a salt lick.
Salt lick? Ugh, sounds gross. Or maybe it's actually good, like chips. Those are salty, right?
Whatever you do, don't lick it. It tastes horrible.
Wait a minute, how do you know? Did you lick it?
I don't know.
Oh my god, flashback. yeah, didn't she lick it in season 1? At the was it when we were at the St. John's farm? Or the ranch in episode 1 even. But I think it was episode 2, I don't know.
Beatnik.
Yay! I got a collectible. Beatnik, one of Disco Broccoli's chive talking friends. Ah! I love that there's an in-universe cartoon. I love that kind of shit.
Must have had electricity here once.
Yeah, a big part of being a good parent is questioning your methods and checking that they're the right thing to do. Yeah, I totally agree. I think that if at any point you're like, yeah, I totally know what I'm doing, I'm a good parent, I'm never ever going to question anything that I do and I think I'm perfect, then you're probably not actually doing a good job. Not to be judgmental, but I think in my experience, most of the best people, like, have that capacity to question themselves.
Time. Might be pretty in our room.
Not to an extent of, like, beating yourself up about things, but I think to an extent of, like, you know that you're not always right, and you need to be ready to question yourself, and you need to be ready to kind of, like, know that you did something wrong and apologize for it, because you will mess up, you know? I don't know if that makes sense.
Doesn't look like there's been a horse here in a long time.
Life is Strange flashback from that one specific shot. Okay, that seems to be everything.
My people, my former people, they had a practice. They called it collecting.
Collecting.
They use them as a weapon. I do this to protect them. I know it sounds strange, but that's why I brought you here. To see them as I do. As people.
As people?
Well, not people exactly, but something in between. Part of us is still in there. Deep down. So few of us die anymore. We turn. Not dead, not alive.
God, I hope that's not true. That sounds like hell.
To you, maybe. I think it seems peaceful.
I don't know, buddy.
Do you really think there's people inside of monsters?
Somewhere. Yes. Think about it this way. Has someone you cared about turned?
Clem's friend, Lee. She shot him before he did. So he wouldn't have to suffer.
Sorry. Maybe this wasn't the best way to explain. Didn't mean to bring up difficult memories. I lived among walkers for years. Still do, in a way.
I assume that that conversation might go differently if you let Lee turn instead of shooting him before he could turn. And that's a consequence I did not predict. Well, technically you're trapping them against their will. Yeah, I get where he's coming from, but I don't think this is a good solution. The thing is, I would rather not be that. I would rather be dead than not be myself. Yeah, there's no way of knowing what they're experiencing because we can't ask them. But if they walk around endlessly and without even knowing they hurt people and they kill people, which I'm sure that many of the people that they were in life wouldn't have wanted to do, then that just doesn't sound like a place I'd ever want to be in. But also I am a Muslim. I do believe in an afterlife and stuff like that, and I think that there are a few things that I could think of that are a worse idea to me than being in this kind of like an in-between state, you know? Even if there isn't an afterlife, I think I would just rather it be over. Like, life ends. Life is supposed to end. That's what it does. You know, it's not forever. And yeah, I don't know. I see where he's coming from, but it's hard to really... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Also, that was against Lee's wishes. His wish was to kill him before he turned. Yeah, I think potentially I was the one who expressed that because I asked Clem to do it. So I think that... I'm not sure. I'd have to revisit that scene, which I'm not looking forward to doing because I cry like a baby every time I watch it, but... Yeah, I'm gonna have to think on this a lot because I think there are a lot of implications. Now that I'm thinking about it and like trying to articulate my thoughts and stuff on it, I'm realizing that there are a lot of like disability politics readings implicated in this because I've talked about like the racial politics of zombies and like zombie media. And I talk about that in my neocolonialism video essay and stuff like that, but there's also a disability politics going on here. Because they are there but not there, they're brain dead, you know? And yes, it does get into euthanasia discourse, etc. And I think I've expressed before that like euthanasia is not a thing that I am necessarily against in and of itself of a moral or philosophical position. It's not that I'm against euthanasia from a philosophical or point of view, but the thing is, like, part of the problem with philosophy is that it often approaches problems from an apolitical and decontextualized place. But the thing is, when we discuss something like euthanasia, it's within the context of the world that we live in, which has certain political and economic forces. And in the context of the world that we live in, I'm against euthanasia because euthanasia is... Well, I don't think that people should campaign for euthanasia. I don't think it's something that people should be pushing for certain, because euthanasia is systematically used as a tactic to essentially kill disabled people. And a lot of the time, if a person expresses the wish for their life to end, it's made within a political context where they can't afford healthcare, their quality of life is terrible because they live in poverty, like, you know, this, that, or the other. Like the American healthcare system, for example, or, you know, various political and economic factors lead people to want to end their lives. And so we can't have an approach to euthanasia that is philosophical and abstract, because we live in a political, like a socio-political and an economic context. We can't address it in an abstract philosophical way, right? So I think that the question of this within the universe of The Walking Dead is a different context. Like, it's a different context because this is a world that works differently. And as such, I think it means a different approach to the question of euthanasia. But I think I'd have to chew on this a lot because there's a lot to consider, and I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be just completely straight up about this. I've thought about this recently because my cat is terminally ill. My cat is not someone that I can talk to with human language. I have to interpret her behaviors, and I have to interpret what's going on with her. I can't just ask her if she's in pain, and I can't just ask her if she'd want me to end her life rather than, like, deteriorate to the point that she can't move or eat or purr anymore. I can't ask her that. And so I have to make that decision for her. And I'm going to be so honest with you, it's fucking awful. It's fucking awful. And I cannot afford medical treatment. I can't afford medical treatment for her cancer. But even if I could, the cancer has deteriorated to such a point that, like, they can't operate it on her. She's too anemic and the cancer is metastasized. And so even if I could afford the surgery, which, like, I cannot stress to you enough, is so expensive, I absolutely cannot afford it. I can't afford the surgery, I can't afford the CT scan, I can't afford the blood transfusion. It's ridiculous. She might not even make it. The risk is so high, you know? So she's basically... There's nothing that can be done. But if I could afford it, would I try? I don't know. I've thought about this a lot. If I could afford it, I mean, first and foremost, I wish that she could make that decision for herself. But she can't. So, if I could afford it, if there wasn't, like, economic strain, then I think I still wouldn't do it, because that experience would be so painful and so uncomfortable for her, and such a horrible way for her to die, right? So there is certainly a sense in which, like, there are economic considerations, philosophical considerations, but the last few weeks, all I can think about is, like, it doesn't feel like the right thing to do. Like, nothing about it feels right. I know that I have to do it. I know that it's probably the right decision, but it doesn't feel right. And it feels like I have to kill her. And that just really fucking sucks. Anyway, I'm talking about all of this for a reason. These zombies, we can't ask them what they're experiencing. We can't ask them whether they want to die or not. We can only ask them when they're still alive, you know? So slightly different from an animal in that sense. We can only... When we're able to ask them, they can express that wish, and we can respond to it appropriately. But everything after that is making an assumption and making a decision based on that assumption. And when that happens, I don't know if there's a right answer. I don't know if there's a right answer, and I don't know if anything that you do will feel right. Because you simply can't ask them, and you simply can't know. Yeah, anyway, sorry, I don't know if any of this is helpful to kind of the questions that are being raised by this in the game, but there are certainly parallels, and yeah, there's a lot to chew on. I'm sorry, Faye. I'm really, really sorry. Yeah. It's not easy. Anyway.
When they're alone, they're harmless. Innocent. If you want my help, I need you to try and walk with them. Then tell me if you really believe they're just monsters.
They are just monsters. They're not people or friends. Clem.
She'll be safe, I promise.
This isn't smart. It's too dangerous.
She just needs to move as they do.
If it gets bad in there, I'll need you to save me, okay? Can you do that?
Yes. I'll always protect you.
I know you will.
You're right, it is so personal to each being. This is part of why it never feels like there's a right answer, because every situation is different, like whether that's animals and, you know, people and stuff in our world, or whether it's like the different zombies in this game. Yeah, the innocence question is always very loaded as well, 100%, because what is innocent? Who is innocent, right? I've talked a lot about this, on the channel before. And for Clem, this has always been about self-preservation. She's not killing them for funsies. Yeah, exactly. Even if they were people for argument's sake, it's still self-defense. You're right, Faye. You are right. You're right.
The first rule is never go alone.
I'm not leaving you. I'll be right back.
Find the exits.
I will.
Don't let fear take over.
I will. I promise.
The mask will disguise your scent, but be gentle and be quiet. Touch the wind chime. You'll see.
Oh boy, I can hear her breathing in my ears, which is... Oh. I got shivers because I've got headphones in. I can hear her breathing, like her scared breathing in my ears, as if it were my own. Oh, terrifying. This is terrifying. This is actually... Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. My heart is in my throat right now. I fucking hate this. Whew. I'm sorry, James, but no.
Whoa, hey there, kiddo. It's all right, I'm fine. See? No bites.
No bites.
So, do you still
This is
think
very
they're
poignant and
just
sad, but
monsters?
still no. Very much
Now
no.
that you've seen them at peace, any different at all?
I think you might be right about there being something more to them. It was kind of nice in there.
Really? Never met someone who understood.
I understand, but I don't agree.
It's... Thank you. I'm glad.
Have you ever killed a walker before?
I have. Many.
Have you ever killed a person?
Many. But that was a long time ago.
I've killed someone before, too.
AJ.
You've killed someone?
Yeah. I'm a murderer. But I'm trying to atone.
Well, that's good. I guess.
That's enough.
Clem's
What about the
face.
walkers? Are you going to help us save our friends?
I thought I could, but I can't. So many walkers would die. All of the death this would cause. I'm sorry, Clementine, but I can't have more blood on my hands.
So let me get this straight. If you really had to choose human life or walker life, which is more important?
Walkers are peaceful. Humans...
My friends are alive, not kind of or maybe alive. They're trapped and they're afraid. They need my help.
Also, walkers are not peaceful, bro. They literally murder people.
I may be stubborn, but I'm not heartless. Those raiders are cruel. They force others to be the same. And if your friends are anything like you, I don't doubt they're worth saving.
It's giving humans are the virus. Yeah.
It'll take some time to guide them through the forest to the shore.
Famously a refrain that I hate.
Others will join the herd as they go. Tomorrow night, be ready. I can't undo this.
Oh, brother. Honestly, I've said it a million times already, but how is this anyone's least favorite season?
When you said there might be people inside walkers, did you mean it? Is he right?
Well, we can't know for sure. Maybe he's right. Death might not be like we thought before the world turned like this. Maybe something is left after we die.
That sounds weird. But if you believe it, I do too.
Come on, AJ. Let's get back before it's too dark.
Well, I do believe in something after we die, but not this. Please, not this.
I've never met anyone like James before.
Dude, nobody has.
He's tough. Not like you, though. He doesn't kill monsters, but he's not scared of them either. He's cool.
Hey, Clem. Willie told me the plan. How'd things go with that guy?
James, he agreed to help us.
If somebody told me we were gonna sneak onto a boat in a herd of walkers, I'd call them crazy.
What are you doing with those?
Oh, well, I wanted to throw one last hootenanny before the
Hootenanny.
big fight.
Swear?
Huh?
It sounds like a swear.
What the hell is a hootenanny?
It's just another way of saying party. I know it sounds strange, throwing a party, but people need something to lift their spirits right about now.
This could be our last chance.
I wanted to make some tea for everyone. Could I borrow your little
I
heater
love you so
thing?
much, Ruby.
What can I do?
We need to pretty up the old music room. Could you make us something colorful to hang up?
Okay, I'll be an artist.
Yeah, I would prefer for it not to be this. Yeah, I mean, also, I was okay with saying what I said partly because it's true that nobody knows. Like, nobody knows. Like, I believe this, other people believe that, but nobody knows, right? So James could be right, he could be wrong. This is what I'd be doing. You'd be throwing a hootenanny?
I'm gonna make the
Decoration.
a decoration for the party.
Okay, I'll get the heater.
Oh, my sweet, sweet son. Place your collectibles before leaving. I shall. Where do they go? On the table? Place beatnik. Yay!
What's his name?
Beat Nick.
That's funny.
Do you even get what the joke is?
No. I'm gonna show him the tin later.
I'm really glad that him and Ten are friends. They're both such sweet boys. Is that the only collectible I got? Didn't I also get the wind chimes? Where can I put the wind chimes somewhere? Is there somewhere I can put the wind chimes? Anywhere?
How's the drawing coming? Can I see?
Nope, it's not done yet, but it is pretty good.
Decorating and tea. Yeah. Very necessary apocalypse survival skills, so. Okay, well, I can't see anywhere to hang up the wind chimes, so.
I'm done, Clem. Come see.
Okay, be right there.
Ruby wants to make some tea. Like I don't get the joke, but I'm pretending I do. You mean in general, or do you mean that you don't get the beatnik joke? I'm looking it up now to double check, because I know that that is a word. Oh, a beatnik. I think a beatnik is like a... Beatnik is kind of like a hippie. Yeah. The phrase comes from basically the Beat Generation, who... You guys might not know this about me. Fun fact about me, I hate the beats. The poetry movement, the beats. I thought it had something to do with that, so yeah, it does. Because Jack Kerouac introduced the phrase Beat Generation. So beatnik is like... Yeah, related to that kind of poetic, artistic movement, which famously I'm personally not a fan of. But that's because the beats were feckin' weirdos.
Hey, you're getting better at this. Soon you'll be as good an artist as 10.
I don't know. He's really good.
I feel like that's a common thing kids do. Oh, yeah. I think it is. I mean, there have been a bunch of times, even as an adult, where I've not really got the joke, but I've been like, haha, yeah, I get it, that's funny. But that's almost because it's like an instinct to follow a social script that...
AJ?
And insert laughter
I was
here.
just thinking about stuff while I was drawing.
That makes total sense to me that you hate them. You know me, Charlotte. You know me well.
There are 3 kind of eyes, Clem.
Oh, yeah?
There are live people eyes. We got those. Then there's monsters' eyes. Usually look like dirty water. Other times, monsters' eyes aren't even wet. And then there are live people eyes, right as you kill them. Like you did to Abel. His eyes look like you blew a candle out. He was a bad guy. I know I shouldn't feel like this. I hated him, too. I think there's something wrong with me.
You know what, AJ? Everything you're feeling is okay. It makes you a good person.
Am I good? I want to be better, Clem. Let people know I'm good, just by my face.
You're the best, okay?
Honey.
I'm getting real smart.
Is that right?
Yes, because I'm always thinking all the time.
Okay. What are you thinking about right now?
You getting bit, turning into a monster.
Oh.
Yeah. The older I get, the more I see it. I don't know why. What happens then? Anyone can get bit. Doesn't matter if you're inside or outside or how careful you are. It does something weird to my stomach. Like I'm gonna get the dookies.
AJ, I need to know you remember what we talked about. What you're supposed to do if it happens. Listen to me. If I get bit, you'll... shoot.
No. No, I'm not gonna do that.
AJ, you promised.
I don't care. I'm not gonna shoot you. If you get bit, I'd want you to bite me too.
What? You don't mean that.
I want to be alone. Please don't be mad. I can't live with you not with me, Clem. I know we've talked about it so much, but don't make me. You're not even gonna say anything? Are you at least gonna think about it? Because I'm super serious about it.
I'll think about it.
You can't break promises, AJ.
I know.
You're not letting this go, are you?
James said
Guess not.
that we could be around when we're monsters. Like on the inside. If you got bit and then bit me, then maybe we'd still be together. It would just be a different together. We might even be okay. You think so?
Let's say James might be right. That monsters have part of the person they were still inside them. The thing is, no one can prove that. And if we can't prove it, we're not going to risk our lives over it.
Can I go patrol for a bit? Before the party?
Sure, go ahead. Be careful.
Can't say I've read that much of the beats personally, but everything I know about their vibes, I'm assuming I probably wouldn't love them. No. Fucking weirdos. The lot of them. Reminds me of, look at the beat poet here. Life is Strange reference. Yeah, well, that is something that Max Caulfield would say. And she did.
What's with AJ? He just needs some space.
Can we talk about what happened today? With Minnie?
Yeah, Sure. What's wrong?
The thing is, seeing Minnie, I feel like it should have scared me, but it didn't. The person we ran into in the woods, that wasn't Minnie. Not really. The way she sounded and acted, the way she talked about Sophie and Lily. I'm confused, I guess.
I don't know what to say to that.
You saw how she reacted when Lily showed up. Those are her people now, and we are not. Minnie, the real Minnie, she's gone. She's been gone this whole time, and I have to stop mourning her. I won't let her take you or AJ, or anyone else I care about.
Louis knows when to keep his head down.
Yeah, shit. Oh, I hope so. You know, when I first got here, I hated him. He was so much. You know, he walks into a room and it's like, look at me, watch me perform. It's so stupid. But then I realized under all that, he really cares about people. And he doesn't just feel it, he says it. He'll tell you every goddamn day how much you mean to him. Shit, he'll probably sing about it.
Especially if there's already a famous song with your name in it.
I kind of wish that after seeing AJ run after the room, she had asked Clem how she was doing, rather than jumping into this conversation, but...
We've got to get him back.
We will. Louis, Omar, Asim, we'll get them all back.
I made you this.
Stars?
So you never forget that night.
I never will.
Violet's
When
pin.
you told me you'd
A
feel
night
this
I'll
for
never
me,
forget.
I was shocked. Then I started thinking. There's something I've always wanted to try with someone I cared about, and I never have.
What is it?
Have you ever danced with anyone before?
Okay.
Nope.
Do you wanna? Just us. No one else around. I mean, I know it's kind of weird, but it's something I've always wanted to try.
I like her a lot, but this is why I don't date white girls.
Thanks for the dance.
Yeah, we're getting better at being romantic.
Yeah.
Hey, Clem!
Whoa! Whoops.
Wow. Where did you find a beach ball?
It was in some garbage behind one of the dorms. I had to blow it up, and that was pretty gross. But look, it works.
I should get going. Ruby could probably use some help.
It's cool, right?
Super cool.
Back!
You're terrible.
Hey! I love you, Clem.
Cock blocked by
I'll
your
be
own
back,
son. I fully thought that they were gonna. I
better get ready to
thought
go.
they were gonna talk about
Sounds like they'll meet
sex,
us in the music room.
Okay.
but that makes more sense. To be honest, I think that dealing with like losing their virginity with all of this would be too much. So what happened made a lot more sense.
Looks
Also, yeah, this quick clarification is that it's definitely a white girl thing to do in that situation, to not check in with Clem or ask about her feelings first. But generally, I do like Violet a lot, and I think that her and Clem are sweet together. But in that moment, I was like, hello? Could you ask her how she feels first? Yeah, that would have been a lot. Plus a room that doesn't lock. Yeah, for sure. But I've been thinking this the whole time that I've been watching. Clem, who I feel like I'm not the only one who feels like, we saw her grow up, and I feel so like I'm so proud of, like, obviously it's complicated because, you're playing a game and you're kind of inhabiting that role, and who they've become is partly your responsibility, but I feel so like I'm so proud of the young woman that she's become, but also she's such a beautiful girl. She has such beautiful eyes, and I'm like, that's my girl, that's my daughter. Obviously not in a weird way because she's a teenager, but I'm just like, she has beautiful, beautiful eyes. I keep looking at them every time she makes like an expression. Period. I'm like, Clem, you're a heartbreaker, girl. You're gonna break hearts, because those eyes, they're so pretty. Yeah, it would feel kind of wrong to see that from her. Yeah. No, it feels like, when your mom is like, your mother says that you're beautiful and you're like, obviously you think that. I'm like, oh, my little girl, she's grown up into a beautiful young woman, and she has her first girlfriend. Yeah, I'm her mom, and I'm like, I get it now. This is the closest I've ever been, besides from with my cat, because I often look at my cat and I'm like, you're so beautiful. A cat has never been as beautiful as you are, Chickpea. But yeah, I feel like this is the closest, besides from that I've come to being like, oh, I understand now when your mother always says that you're really beautiful, and you're like, well, obviously you think that and you don't really take it seriously, but now I'm like, I get it. I get it.
Things are coming together.
Yeah. We still need to figure out lighting, music, and something to write on that banner.
If we're gonna die, we should have some fun first.
Music? But Lewis isn't here.
See that? It's like Lewis in a box. Come on, I'll show you how it works.
Cute. Okay, Violet is having a moment with AJ, which is cute.
Pulled out the old headmaster's gramophone so he could play some records. Not much of a selection, but it should do. Just tell me what you want to listen to.
Maybe something country?
That's my favorite.
Shocker. So you take one of those black things that look like plates and you put it on here.
And then it plays music?
Uh-huh. And now you just have to turn that crank on the side.
Huh, that's really cool.
Oh, look at her. We'll make a teen mom out of you yet, Violet. We're gonna... Clem and Violet are gonna co-parent. It's gonna be a good time. And we're gonna keep an eye on her so that she doesn't become a white mom TM. Don't worry. We can prevent it from happening.
Wouldn't be a party without some kind of mood lighting. I've been going back and forth between colors for ages. Green's calming, but purple might be nice. Room gets natural moonlight, so something to complement that.
Purple.
Well, purple was my dad's favorite color.
I read somewhere purple was a color of royalty.
Purple. Really? What? I like purple.
Shouldn't you like it too? Violet? I'll make it happen.
Purple and pink are my favorite colors, so I love purple. And purple mood lighting is the sapphic color, yeah. In particular, like the lesbian color, right? Lavender Menace, like all of that shit. So, yeah, obviously purple. And purple mood lighting in the night is very dreamy.
Are we using the banner for some kind of party theme?
Not exactly. It's meant to be more motivational. I'd keep it short, though. There's not as much room as you think. I was thinking something uplifting like, we're gonna get through this.
AJ, why don't you come up with something?
Really?
I have an idea. It'll be a surprise. I promise not to swear all over.
Okay, we'll have 10 break out his paintbrush and write it out. This place is gonna look great.
When we were talking about, when we were playing Fuck, Marry, Kill earlier, and I said I would marry Ruby.
Oh, and Willie was asking for you. He's up in Marlon's office. He said
She's
he had a
wife
surprise for
material.
the party, but he wanted to show it to you first.
I have 2 wives. My daughter, her 2 wives,
Clem,
and
check it out.
their
I
son.
found a bunch of books on ships. There's some awesome stuff about fires at sea and explosions and stuff. The key.
Her face!
Wait, what are you talking about?
I have an idea about how to stop those assholes coming back to the school after we've rescued the others. And from hurting anyone else ever again.
Sometimes a family is 2
We're
wives
gonna blow
and
up
a
the
son.
boat. It's the only way to make sure they don't come back. Besides, it feels right, you know? For Mitch.
I don't want to discourage you, but we're gonna be on that boat to rescue the others. Please, don't get us killed.
What? No! I mean, yeah, I still have a few details to work out, but don't worry. I'll make sure there's time for you to get off the boat before she explodes. Trust me, this'll work. We'll be okay.
Okay.
You know, it's funny though. Sorry, side comment, because I was talking about how much I love my daughter and how she's grown into a beautiful young woman with beautiful eyes. I've been thinking a lot recently about how, so I've been making a bit more of an effort to like watch and listen to and consume like Arabic language media, because it's helping me a little bit with picking up more Arabic. And a lot of, I mean, you know, perhaps unsurprisingly, although there is quite a lot of like diversity in like the Swana region, but anyway, a lot of kind of like music and poetry and stuff talks about like describes a lover or whatever as beautiful, and talks about like their brown eyes or their beautiful brown hair. And this is obviously not a trope in like Anglophone music and poetry, which is always talking about someone's beautiful blue eyes this, blue eyes that, blonde hair this, blonde hair that, is generally the trend, right? And it's one of those things that I've been thinking about a lot, because of like how attraction and beauty and desirability are not neutral things. And, you know, I think that sometimes we think about what we are attracted to, or what we find beautiful, or what we find desirable. With the beauty and desirability thing, I'm not necessarily talking about in a sexual way, to be clear. Sometimes that, but not always. That is kind of politically shaped by you know, white supremacy, disableism, fat phobia, misogyny, etc. these political factors. And it's just interesting how these kind of tropes and norms shift from culture to culture. I mean, I certainly think within the Arab world, within the Swada world, there's like white supremacist beauty standards, like pale skin, blue eyes, blonde hair, is something that's like favored. But I just noticed how much like music and poetry I was listening to that was being like talking about like someone's brown eyes or someone's brown hair and like how beautiful they were, and I was like, yeah, it's real. It's real. It's true. I'm glad that we've reached a point where most of us understand that blue eyes can look scary. Yeah, for real. But the thing is, I think that I've noticed, over the years, I've noticed this shift within myself, right? The thing is that, like, I noticed how much what I used to be attracted to is different from what I'm attracted to now. And that is something that can shift and change because of your political, like, what you've internalized and what you've worked on, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know why I'm failing for words right now. Unlearn. Yeah, what you've unlearned. And so what I find beautiful or desirable or attractive has changed. And yeah, no, that's it. And I just think that we should all talk about how brown eyes are pretty more often, because they are. Give her some brown contacts, please. I'm shaking, etc. My ex was white and she was obsessed with media that celebrated brown eyes, and I had to be like, girl, you know that's not for you, right? Yeah. But I sometimes, like, white girls who are brunette and have brown eyes are, like, weird about it. Like, weird about it without understanding that it's rooted in white supremacy. Yeah, no, 100%.
Buddy, get ready to boogie.
And, Clem, I'm sorry for before. About how he treated Ten. I didn't mean to get so angry. I know it's not his fault.
That's nice, Willie, but don't tell me. Tell 10.
It was giving, I'm so different, I'm a brunette. Yeah. Oh, they've made up.
This looks great, Ruby.
Couldn't have done it without you. But just wait till you see what else I've got planned. Go ahead and mingle. I'll let you know when it's time.
I guess I'll mingle. I see you two are working together.
Yeah, Willie asked me to help with his special project.
Oh dear.
Well, that's good to hear.
What special project?
Is it ready?
Good to go, Clem.
It'll work.
Actually, I was thinking maybe we should name it. Something cool. I mean, I think it deserves a name.
Yeah, we absolutely have to name it.
I thought you'd make fun of me, but hell yeah. Let's name this fucker.
How about Mitch's masterpiece?
Yeah, I like that.
Mitch would have too.
Okay, then it's settled.
I found them.
Also, her eyelashes
Okay,
are popping.
Clementine. These here are our official Ericson psych evaluations and probationary reports.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Brown
Now,
girls, I
these
love you.
Explain
God's
why all of us
gift.
got sent to this school in the first place.
And all the bad shit we did that kept them from sending us back home.
So what's the game?
AJ's dancing.
I figured if
Very
we're all
cute.
going on this crazy mission together, might as well know who we really are. So, I'll read some of what the adults thought about us. And you have to guess which one of us fits the bill. I'll make sure it's someone you've actually met. This'll be the first one.
Okay.
While otherwise a remarkable student, blank continues to be plagued by fits of anger, uncontrollable cursing, and repeated physical altercations with the senior faculty.
I mean, okay, thank God this is not timed. Violet gave me a look, so I feel like maybe it's Violet. It could, I don't know if it could be Marlon, to be honest. I don't know if he gave that vibe. I would have thought it was like Mitch or something, but he's not an option. I'm gonna guess Violet.
It's gotta be Violet.
Nope, way scarier.
That's Ruby's file.
Holy shit, really?
Guilty as charged.
My God.
Yeah, you should have seen Ruby back in the early days. She was like, you ever seen those Tasmanian devil cartoons when you were a kid? That was our Ruby. He used to have a mean streak a mile long.
Don't worry. That was a long time
My God, okay.
I mean, I can totally see it. The first time I met Ruby, she was all,
That little mother.
I said I was sorry.
You guys want to know why I got sent here?
Willie, please, no.
Chronic masturbation.
What? Why is he saying that so proudly?
Trust me. Nobody wanted to know that.
Nobody wanted to know that.
What does that mean?
don't you dare.
Anyway, maybe we should change up the music?
I like all kind of different music, I think.
There's a lot of them.
How many?
Sure, we've heard enough of this. Break out the jazz.
The apocalypse really changes you all. Sure does. This sounds more country.
I didn't realize how many of us we'd lost.
Remember that Justin guy?
And Theresa and Jasper, that one girl with colored braces, and Joey, Maddie, Lamar.
Aaron. Yeah, I used to make fun of her braces. Why did I do that?
Alex, Dewey, Trey, Stephanie. Holy crap, how many of us died?
34.
Whose is it?
Lewis.
Should we read it?
I could tell you why I was sent here instead. You know, as a consolation prize or whatever. You might hate me after, but since we're all being so open and all.
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I spent a lot of time at my grandma's house growing up. What with my dad being a drunk and my mom working 3 jobs. But after my grandpa died, Grandma just kinda shut down. Spent all day and night rocking in her little chair in the den. I'd sit there at her feet as we both watched TV. Mostly cartoons, since she never seemed to care. Sometimes I could hear her crying, but I didn't look back. I'd just feel really weird and turn up the volume, you know? Anyway, one day she left the den and came back with another chair and a .22 rifle. Set the rifle butt on the top of the chair, holding the barrel back to her chest. So, you know, she had trouble reaching the trigger this way, but she must have known it would happen, because she took out this really tacky wooden back scratcher. The real long kind with the one end shaped like a hand. And, use that to push the trigger in. So yeah, bang. Right? Her body folded up and just kept rocking. My mom came to get me 5 hours later. I hadn't moved. She asked why I didn't call the police or an ambulance or anything. I just shrugged and told her it wasn't like Grandma was going anywhere. And besides, I just wanted to finish my cartoons. She shipped me off to Ericson the next day. I was 11.
I'm so sorry, Violet. I can't imagine what that was like. What you went through.
It's fine. We've just been through a lot of shit. We weren't good people, Clementine. But it still doesn't mean that we should have been left here to die by the people that were supposed to take care of us.
Sorry. This is supposed to be fun. I'm just not the game type, like Lewis was, I guess.
You mean is. We'll see him soon.
Ten's right.
Hey, I've got an idea. Do you guys remember when Minnie would sing us Don't Be Afraid when all of us used to get scared?
Too bad I can't play it. Lou would have known how. He liked that one.
You could just sing it to us, like she used to. Your voice is really pretty.
Woof! Violet, honey, you were a kid. None of you were bad people. Yeah, totally. No, I actually love this. I love trauma discussions at parties. Real!
Okay.
Who wants to play Truth or Dare?
Right, I can do that.
When you can just speedrun becoming best friends.
Never mind the darkness. Never mind the storm. Never mind the blood-red moon. The night will be over soon. The night will be
Who needs small talk when you can just trauma dump? Yeah. And yes, none of them are bad people or deserve to be institutionalized. Yeah. Yeah.
Brush away the tears. Sing away your heavy heart. The night will be over soon.
I think it's particularly interesting that this wasn't just a school, but like a boarding school for troubled youth.
For every night goes quiet, and every moon grows blue. Beyond the dark comes something new. The sun will be rising soon. The sun will be rising soon.
I think I just always prefer when everyone is being more real rather than pretending everything is fine. Yeah, totally. Agree. Gave Chickpea a cuddle as well. She really lives in the bathtub right now. There's no taking her away from it. But also, I was giving her a little cuddle, and I've been doing this a lot lately. But I think I've been doing it a lot since I had her as well. I was thinking about what I was saying earlier, and it's just the love, isn't it? I think, like, you look at your pet or you look at your kid, and it's the love. You just look at them and you think you're so beautiful, and you're looking at, like, all of their little features and you're thinking, you're so beautiful, I love you so much. That's it. That's it. That's what it is. Yeah. That's all. Okay, here we go. Oh God.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
Lee?
Why the train? You always pick the train.
I'm not sure. Maybe because this is where it all started. Where you taught me to shoot and to cut my hair. To be ready for what was coming.
You were a quick study. So, what's on your mind this time?
I'm already, like, getting emotional.
I'm worried, Lee. I've got a lot of people depending on me, and I don't know if what I'm doing is right.
Oh, I know that feeling. You know, I was, making it all up as I went along, right? Couldn't let on, of course. With you being so little.
I never noticed. It just felt like you always knew the right thing to do.
Yeah? Well, I got lucky. Luck counts for a lot.
I'm gonna need some now.
You want to tell me about what you're up against?
I'm with a new group now, and I've been in so many, and they always fall apart. But I really like this one. It's different. It almost feels like home.
That's a good thing. It's hard being alone out there.
But we're in trouble. Some bad people captured my friends, and getting them back might get the rest of us killed.
Sorry, I'm busy trying not to cry.
I'm not worried.
What?
Whatever trouble you're in, you get out of it. You get your friends out of it.
You don't know that.
I know you're a survivor. The Clementine I know is gonna fix it. I really believe that.
Yeah, I made it this far, didn't I?
You sure did, when a lot of other people couldn't. Never give in, Clem. Imagine what Lewis is gonna say when he sees your face. Those boys are gonna have hope again, knowing that you came to rescue them. Oh, Sweet Pea, you know you always get like this before something big. Remember how scared you were before you charged into that mess at McCarroll Ranch? You survived that, didn't you?
That was different. I was alone.
I know. It's harder when you have something to lose. But having people you care about, that's a good thing. Friends. A girl who loves you. They're fighting beside you. Because of you. Come see me again when you've gotten them out, okay? Out and safe. Sound good? And hopefully we can talk about happier things. If you know of any.
Lee, I miss you so much. I wish you were really here.
I miss you too, Clementine. But we'll have to make do with pretending.
Thank you, Lee. Talking to you always makes me feel a little bit better.
It didn't work.
I meant to ask, how's the boy?
He's good, Lee. You'd like him.
I bet. You teach him to shoot yet?
You have no idea.
I guess the world got pretty hard since I left it. A kid growing up in it, he'd be hard too. You're in my shoes now, raising a kid. Think you got a handle on it? It can't be easy. Wanting to give him a childhood, but knowing what it takes to survive now. It was easier for me since the world was just changing. But you're living in one that's changed completely.
I really don't know. The world AJ was born into is awful. It's really awful now, Lee. And I just don't know if I'm teaching him right.
I can't think of anyone who could do it better. Wow. Just look at you. Just look at you. This group you like, they better not live in a city. You know, I told you to avoid those.
They don't. No one goes into the cities anymore. It's an old boarding school in the woods, miles from anywhere, with no adults at all.
No adults?
It works, I promise.
Time to go, Clementine. You've got people that need you.
Goodbye, Lee.
Clem, wake up. It's time to go.
Sorry, wow. Like sobbing. Like ugly crying, sobbing. Ugh. What the fuck? Ugh. The one time I didn't put the tissue box next to me was the time that I actually cried. Like ugly cried on stream. Fucking hell, of course it was. Whew. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. I was a mess. I just needed a minute. There's something about her as a little girl in this dream talking about people depending on her. Oh, yeah. Her changing how high-pitched and soft their voice is. The voice actor for Clem is really great. Yeah, no, you know, she really, really is, because it's been the same voice actor for Clem throughout all 4 seasons, and she's just fantastic. She's done such a fantastic job of, like, depicting Clem, like, growing up, and, like, these different phases in Clem's life. She's just fantastic. I don't know what her name is, but she deserves her flowers, because holy shit. Her little chubby cheeks, her little voice. Yeah. Yeah, this is when I started crying when I was playing. Yeah, I thought I could hold it back. At first I was like, oh, it's just, you know, I feel myself welling up, but it's fine, it's gonna be fine. It was not fine. It was not fine. I literally have snot and tears everywhere. Yeah, me too. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my god. Incredible voice acting work, honestly. Yeah, I also just... Hearing Lee's voice is also, like, it just hits a nerve. It hits something in me. His voice is so... It's so, like... It's so warm. And it's so comforting. Just hearing his voice saying all of those things to her that she's needed to hear this whole time, that she still needs to hear because she's still only 16. God, Jesus fucking Christ. For the millionth time, how is this anybody's least favorite season? How? Okay, I'm ready. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
We got a long walk.
Oh, I just wanna give her a big hug. I just wanna crush her bones. Ooh. Nice shot. Okay, everything's fine. God, you guys now have a bank of, like, clips of me ugly crying on stream, probably.
We're really doing this.
Yes, there was the one time in season 1. Have I done it in any other streams?
Now we just need your walker friend. He's here. Good lord.
Hello.
Charlotte cried a little bit when we were playing Life is Strange 2, but I didn't.
He's my
for
friend.
some reason.
He's, so cool.
Probably because it was like the 10 millionth time I played it, and I was kind of like... Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to remind everyone that you cried on the stream during Life is Strange 2. I don't know if I've cried on stream any other time except for this game, I'm not sure. But anyway.
How do you get the skin like that?
Oh, Clementine?
Can I try it on?
That's not a good idea.
Come on, please.
Well, come on, give him some space.
But I just want to...
Not right now.
Yeah, right.
AJ.
I didn't mean to be weird or anything.
It's okay.
Oh, and sorry I tried to shoot you that one time. Your mask looks so real.
As discussed, I'm a crier. Yeah, Charlotte is a crier, and I'm typically not a crier. Historically, I've not been a crier. I think this is something that's changed with the years and therapy and not dissociating all the time through everything. But, yeah, I think the only time I've cried on stream is Tell Me Why. Maybe Tell Me Why got me, but I don't think we streamed it when it came out. I think we recorded it and then uploaded it to YouTube, but I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, Tell Me Why makes me cry. There's bits in Life is Strange that make me cry, particularly when they find Rachel's body. I have cried at Life is Strange 2, but I didn't cry on stream. Yeah.
Hey. Hey there, James. Sorry about Willie.
Clementine, could I speak to you alone for a moment?
Good idea. Hold tight. Hey, Tank, can you come talk for a sec? There's something I have to tell you.
Your white sister
The
is
walkers.
alive.
They'll be here in a little while.
One. I don't know what
Join
happened to
them
the
as
other
they
one.
pass through the trees. The noise from the boat will draw them toward the water.
Then we can get on board and save our friends.
Your friends are different. Open-minded. Accepting. Like you. That's not usually how my first impressions go. Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling. It's just being welcomed. It's strange.
You know, they could be your friends too. I know you didn't want to come into the school before, but now that you've met them...
I haven't lived with people in a long time. But it does sound nice. Let me think about it. I wanted to show you something. This was my boyfriend, Charlie. We joined the Whisperers together. But it changed him. In a way that couldn't be undone. It changed both of us.
What do you mean?
The Whisperers were my family. From a young age. In that time, I witnessed a lot of death and suffering. Eventually, I became the cause of it. Weakness was considered a poison. And I believed in that. Fiercely. So much so that when another boy expressed sympathy for our enemy before an attack, I slit his throat. I didn't talk to him, didn't consider who he was, what he felt. Honestly, I don't even remember his name. All I knew was someone like him would only slow us down. That was enough of a reason for me. I had no doubt in my mind that I was right. After he died, I kept hearing his words in my head. Those people are like us, just on a different path. I stopped killing after that. I changed. No one else did. When AJ told me he killed someone, it reminded me of them. Of myself. He said it was wrong, but it sounded like he was just repeating what he'd been told. Taking life like that, from a young age, it breaks something inside you. It broke something in Charlie.
What are you trying to say?
I'm afraid if AJ kills again, he won't be able to go back. He won't be the same boy he was. I've seen it happen too many times. Having the life of another in your hands, it's a lot. I'm sure. Just consider it. That's all I ask.
Gay King. Yeah.
Close. Soon there will be enough of them to provide us cover. I'll lead you through the herd until you reach the boat.
I don't know about this
That's as far as I
unwarranted advice, though.
After that, it's up to you.
Thank you.
Take care of AJ.
Duh. Like what? I'm not gonna take care of AJ?
Okay, he's ready to go. The walkers are getting close. Ruby, you're in charge of the horses. Willie, Ted, take care of the supplies.
I've got the bomb.
Find the boiler. There'll be a door on the bottom with ash and stuff. Put it in there.
Yeah, James, he does seem to have a lot of opinions about Clem's life. Yeah.
See you all on the other side.
I'll cut it open.
Violet told me about Minnie. That Sophie died, and Minnie is one of them now. Just... if you see her out there, tell her I forgive her. Please. I tell her myself, but I just want her to be okay.
Yeah, sure. If we see her, I'll let her know.
Thanks.
People really do love giving her unwarranted parenting advice. Real. Real.
It's time. We gotta move.
Clem? What happens if someone else gets caught while we're in there? What if it's you? I couldn't save Minnie or Lou or Sim. Omar. I really care about you, Clem. If something happened to you because of me, I can't lose you too. I won't. You better not disappear on me, okay?
I promise.
What are you doing?
Go look in another direction.
Let your mom be gay in peace, kid.
Are we good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's bring our friends back home.
All of them.
All of them.
It's ready.
Also, I know they're trying to have some game consequences happening here, but I really think setting up for some kind of no going back for AJ is not how things work. Yeah, agreed, totally. And I mean, I think it's contrary to exactly what has been happening, which is that, you know, he did kill someone in the first episode, and I've been teaching him that he shouldn't have done that because Marlon was, you know, unarmed and we de-escalated the situation. So in that case, it was not self-defense. It was not necessary. And that it's okay to make a mistake. He made a mistake. But you need to work to make things right. And yeah. So, yeah. Also, he's literally 5. Yeah, for real. He's literally 5. And people change all the fucking time, don't they? Let alone, like, in the first 25 years of your life when your brain is still developing. So I did want to say, you know, our earlier conversations about, again, the libertarianism and the nihilism and the individualism of the zombie genre, and our conversations about whether or not that was, like, present in these games. I think that this season, as, like, a conclusion to the series and to that narrative, is bringing an interesting dimension to that conversation, because I was thinking about that with the conversation that Lee and Clem were having in the train. Like, this feels like home. We can, like, make something here. It's going to be different, etc., etc. And, you know, the stuff that Ten was saying earlier about cycles of life, we can make a better world. The Walker age will end. And so I'm feeling really good about that. Because it makes me feel like that thing that I've been resisting is not necessarily something that the game is trying to normalize, or that the game series itself is kind of saying, you know, that human nature is inherently bad, etc., etc. I think that this, as the final season, as the conclusion to the story, is actually taking us in a different direction, which I enjoy.
So, I know this is gonna sound gross, but...
Covering your smell. Smart.
But it's probably player and context dependent somewhat.
Get my back?
This is the first time they've actually looked like they're covered in Walker guts instead of just covered in, like, brown goop. Oh, thank you for redeeming a hydrate, raison d'etre.
We gonna do it?
We're doing it.
That's a big one because of all the crying I did earlier.
Okay, follow my lead.
Hey!
Here we go.
Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's going good, thanks. I mean, generally in life I'm having a hard time, but it's been a long stream today and I've been having a really good time with this game. I really, really like it and I've been really enjoying hanging out with you guys and playing it, so all good. How are you? Oh. Let's try that again. Okay, am I trying to get behind them so the searchlight doesn't see me?
Stay behind the walkers. Use them as shields.
Gotcha. Fuck. That was a close call, close call.
Damn it, the horses! Hey, get their fire under control! Get rid of these fucking walkers!
Come on, Willie.
Okay.
Supplies going overboard! God damn it! Someone get over there and see what's going on! Stay sharp!
Whew. Close call.
Okay, now's our chance. We can't risk leaving cover. We'll have to crawl along the side of the dock. The guts are washing off.
Yeah, that, I mean, that was gonna happen. Ooh, bit of a glitch there? Question mark?
Follow me. This way.
With you on life being a time, but I'm glad it's been a good stream despite that. I'm sorry that life has also been a time TM for you, pal, but glad to have you here and hope that this stream is a little bit of a good time in the face of that. Oh wow! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Raison d'etre, that's so generous.
Fuck, are you okay? I'm fine.
Raison d'etre is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. That's so generous. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now you all get to watch me crying over The Walking Dead without ads to interrupt.
Stay close. Stay hidden.
Okay. Whew, okay. Hold on. Okay, I got this. Move between cover while avoiding the searchlight. Okay, I'll do my best. Where's the next cover? Okay. There we go, it's this one, isn't it? Ooh. Okay. Go, 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 go. Nice.
Come on, let's hurry. Ready, AJ? Walkers!
Sorry, I've said it a few times, but I'm so obsessed with how Violet's posture is kind of terrible. Ah! Shit. Fuck. Fuck! Got distracted. Got distracted thinking about Violet's posture. But I'm kind of obsessed because we've seen so many characters throughout this series, and I don't, and it feels like an intentional design choice, because I feel like, by contrast, if anyone here has ever played Dragon Age Inquisition, that is a game where all of the characters have terrible posture for some reason. Or perhaps it's just the Inquisitor, I don't remember. They're always like hunched over. And I'm like, why is the posture so terrible? I think it's everyone in Dragon Age Inquisition, but because that's just everyone, if I remember correctly, you're like, oh, okay, whatever, that's just the character model thing that's happening. But in this game, it's the first time I've been like, wow, she has terrible posture, because I keep looking at her and being like, damn girl, that's bad posture. And she doesn't even have like enormous titties to justify that terrible posture, which I am a survivor of having like enormous titties, which I then surgically reduced. God, why am I bad at this? Okay, I'm just better at melee. I'm better at melee. I'm just not a ranged weapon girly. It's too hard. Oh my god, can I not skip over this? Can you not just start from the point where I have to kill everyone?
Come on, let's hurry. Ready, AJ? Walkers!
Okay, slay. LOL, yeah, true. I also have the excuse of being a big titties survivor. Survivor of big titties. Unite. I have the excuse of being autistic. What's her excuse?
We're getting close. After we find the boiler and place the bomb, we'll get our friends out. Ninny said they keep prisoners on the second deck.
To be honest, my posture is better since I got my enormous titties surgically reduced, but
and signal when it's clear.
It's still pretty bad. To be honest. Being gay? Yeah. Do gay people have bad posture? Is that a thing? I mean, I know gay people can't sit straight. I cannot sit normally. I feel like that's yeah, it's probably a thing. It's probably a thing. Okay, okay. Oh. I'm an autistic big titty PC gamer, and I'm sure people will judge my posture constantly. Don't worry, don't worry. This is not judgmental. This is not a space of judgment for your terrible posture. People with terrible posture unite. I still have terrible posture, and I previously had the excuse of having enormous titties, and I no longer have that excuse. I'm just locked into bad posture for life. Maybe it's the gay thing. Who knows? I also have no idea what flavor of mental distress I have. So who knows?
See the boy.
There's the bisexual sitting thing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, me personally, I mean, anyone who's watched me stream several times will have noticed how often I've shifted about in my chair because I just can't. I just can't fucking get comfortable. I'm just locked in, yeah. It's, once you have the big titty curse, that's it. For life, you have terrible posture. Okay. I need to get another chair, actually, because this chair also isn't helpful for that. I had to get, like, a cushion, foam cushion thing, which sort of helps with my posture, but not enough. Sorry.
Hey, who's there?
I keep, seeing those button prompts at, like, the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we need to plant the bomb. There's too much stuff in the way. Maybe there's another way in.
Honestly, I do wish that there was such a thing as a bra that actually genuinely takes the weight off from my boobs. Yeah, real. Ah! I have a tendency to sit so weirdly I can't even do it on stream because it looks so ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, thank God you'll never see below here because...
Wait here.
Oh, I know the frog hunch well. I know the frog hunch well. Every time I'm like, oh, why do my shoulders hurt so much? It's usually because I'm wearing a bra with no underwires. Yeah, I'm a sports bra girly. Shock horror lesbian who wears a sports bra. Mitch's masterpiece. Boom! No more raiders.
There you go. Mitch's masterpiece. Bury this thing in the bottom of the river.
Because, like,
Once we
either...
start up this boat, we won't have much time before it explodes.
How long?
Not sure. An hour, 30 minutes.
Let's hurry up then.
Since I had my titties surgery, I either want to go with no bra, or I want something that kind of crushes my boobs as much as possible, so that I... Yeah, it's also slightly... Yeah, there's a bit of a gender thing going on there about, like, whether I feel like looking like I have titties or looking like I don't, insofar as I can make that happen. But sports bras, they're pretty great in terms of support. Fucking hate bras with underwire.
Yes, ma'am.
Hate them. It's so painful.
I have a little brother, just short, scarred face. See? He's not out there, is he?
Look, we've discussed this. Your family is Delta now. There ain't no room for anyone else.
Quick note to say that it's hilarious that she would only describe him that way, because being so fucking for real, if she gave that description, they would look for a white boy, right? She needs to say that her brother is black, because otherwise they would look for a white boy, because that's the assumption that people would make, right? Just saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Shit. Of course she had to be the cell guard. We can't sneak past her.
God, this lesbian drama is so messy.
Get out. Not without our people. I swear to God, if you got 10 caught up in this, just tell me that he's safe. Give me that. He told me to tell you. He forgives you. Shit. I'll help you get everyone out. Then you take my brother and run. Get him back to where it's safe. Come on, we have to hurry.
Clementine?
Holy fuck!
Oh my God. Are you okay?
He doesn't look hurt.
Yeah, I'm alright. We're alright. Take care of Louis first. He's in rough shape.
I'll unlock the other cell.
God.
We don't have a lot of time before Doreen comes back.
Also, Charlotte, we jinxed it because Lewis pissed me the fuck off in episode 2.
Violet, help me with these guys.
Got it. Lewis.
What?
What the fuck are you doing? Don't fucking point that at me! Don't touch the stick! Minnie, let us go! No!
Wow, fuck her. Shit. Well, I guess something had to go wrong because it was giving it can't end here, right? This isn't the last episode, there's another episode.
Lewis. What did they do to you?
No, don't. They cut out his tongue.
Oh shit.
He just, he kept fucking talking.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Lewis. We're getting out of here, okay? Let's get you home. Shh. It's okay. It's okay.
Holy shit.
It's okay.
Okay. I mean, obviously he doesn't deserve any of this. Nobody does. Just to clarify that, no matter how much he pissed me off
We'll be
before.
home soon.
Because holy fucking shit. That's fucking intense. Okay, escape. Okay. Oh, Lewis. That's fucking awful.
We're not staying here that long.
God, I know I said it before, but replaying season 1 is gonna be something, because, like, replaying it and not, like... If I replayed it now, I don't know if I would make the same decisions with regards to Lily, because holy fucking shit. There is something so specifically awful about that.
Looks like there's a gap here. Too small to fit my hand through.
Clem, are you all right?
I'm fine. Where's AJ?
Over here.
Thank God. Shit. At least we're not moving yet. We've still got time to figure this out.
Okay. Let's talk to AJ first.
You doing okay in there, AJ?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm looking for a way out.
Yeah, me too. The doors don't look very well made. Maybe that's something we can work with.
Sorry, I check on my son first and then my girlfriend second. And if she doesn't understand that, then she's not the one.
Vi, are you alright? I'm fine. Looking for a way out. If this thing explodes...
Fucking Lily. Fucking Lily.
I might be able to chip away at this if I had a tool or... Damn it. They must have taken away my knife. AJ! Do you still have your knife?
Yeah, they didn't find it. Only the big one.
Good. I need you to slide it over to me.
I guess she had more in common with Larry than we ever thought. Nice! Good job, buddy. Okay. No, the tongue thing has really got me. Yeah, I don't blame you. The tongue thing is really fucking awful. Okay, so I could chip the rusted welds. As far as I could tell, when a decision has like a orange circle around it, it's like an option.
How you holding up?
I can't talk. If Lily... She told us not to talk.
We'll be home soon. Just hang in there. Omar, are you hurt?
Fuck. I just want to go home.
We will.
Okay.
Okay, no, it looks like the rusted welds are the only thing.
Whatever you doing, don't. I promise you. It ain't worth it. Step back.
She awake?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
This bitch.
I'll take it from here.
This rotten fucking bitch. The American flag is doing its thing again. And you.
Where's Abel?
He's dead. We killed him. We put a knife in his head.
Fuck, you little monster. Damn it!
We showed him mercy. He was terrified of turning, so we stopped him from having to. We gave him what he wanted.
I'm sure you did. Back up.
God, she's always been a good-for-nothing, racist, fucking, bloodthirsty fucking bitch.
Minerva. Open the door.
Yes, ma'am.
Normally, the trouble you caused, I'd shoot you and toss you overboard. But I'm genuinely impressed. First, you organize these idiot kids into a fighting force and kill 2 of my most experienced soldiers. Then you sneak onto my boat under the cover of a herd. I bring a prize like you back to the Delta, it might make this whole clusterfuck of a mission worth it. Someone like you, so young with so much potential, you're far too valuable to kill.
I'm not your prize. You're crazy if you think I'd ever fight for you.
Everyone talks like that when they first join. You'll come around. You know, my father, Larry, was a military man. And when I was a kid, he had all kinds of rules. The thing that bugged him most was waste. If I ever left a light on after leaving a room, he'd flip. No matter how many times he ranted about the cost of electricity, I could never remember to hit that switch.
So?
So one day, he let our power get cut. He liked illustrations to show that actions have consequences. No more TV, no more hairdryer, no more ice cream sandwiches. Just a miserable family sitting in the dark.
I always hated your dad. Right from the start, when he tried to throw Duck out of that drugstore we were hiding in.
He never gave a damn about what people thought of him. My father had his faults, but he showed me the effectiveness of teaching by example.
Oh, is that what this is? A lesson?
Yeah, Lily knows it's Clem.
I want to tell you a story, Let's call it the parable of the twins. Two girls were taken from their home and brought to a new place to live. They had to leave their friends and family behind, and that was hard at first. They shed a lot of tears. But the new place was a good place. The people there grew corn and raised pigs, and the twins ate well for the first time in years. They had hot showers, clean clothes, beds. They were given guns and trained to use them. The people there were kind to these girls. All that was asked in return was that they help defend the group. You see, this place had a lot of enemies, killers and thieves who wanted what they had. They needed help fighting, or they'd lose everything they built. Their crops, their power, even their lives.
They threatened to cut out their tongues?
They only do that to the ones who can't keep their mouths shut. One of the girls saw that this was a place worth fighting for, and her tears dried. But the other twin, she could never forget her old home. She rejected every gift, every opportunity, stirred up trouble every chance she got. She convinced her sister to help her steal a raft and leave on the river. Of course, they didn't get far. What happened then, Minerva?
I killed her.
What the
Jesus
fuck?
Christ.
Minnie, no, tell me it's not true.
Your own sister? Why would you do that?
She was twisting my head with her lies.
And?
I made a mistake. I needed to show my loyalty to the place I call home.
Like it or not, you're one of my people now, Clem. The question is, which twin are you going to be? The loyal one, or the dead one?
What have you done to her head, you fucking psychotic bitch? You're evil! You are fucking evil!
Y'all better back away from the door.
Violet, calm down. You saw what they did to Lewis. Just do what they say.
Why? So I can become a soldier in their army? Someone who kills the people they love? Fuck that!
Pull the mouthy one out of the cell.
Oh my god. Violet, please. Please no.
They clearly didn't get the moral of the story. We'll have to help them understand.
Stop! Don't hurt Violet, or I'll hurt you.
Hey, yo. You better cool it, or you gonna get yourself hurt.
Fuck no! Get off of me!
Easy. Stay still.
Shit! Fuck you! No!
Don't make this hurt more than it has to. Come on. Just breathe.
Oh, hey, Jay!
That's my son! Oh.
Stop!
That's enough.
He bit me!
I said that's enough.
You deserve to die. We'll kill you!
You think you can kill me?
I know I can. We'll throw you in the river, and we'll put a knife right to the side of your head.
Big talk for a little guy.
I know I can do it. I killed Marlon. He wasn't a monster, but you are. Dang.
So you killed Marlon.
These people love cults, it's true.
I bet you'd make a great soldier.
AJ, listen to me. Don't talk to her, okay? She's a monster.
Clem seems to care a lot about you. Come on, let's go have a chat. Just us.
Fucking touch him! Clem! No, no, please!
Clementine!
AJ!
Keep an eye on her, Minerva.
Lily,
Get
don't!
this thing moving. I want to be far away from here. Fast.
I'll start up the boiler.
Don't you dare look at me like that. This is the only way we survive.
Who are you? Fuck survival! Look at what you're doing!
Minnie, please. I just want to talk to you for a second. I'm sorry we never searched for you. For Sophie. I'm sorry we trusted that fucker Marlin. If I ever thought it was a chance.
I know. Okay? But Sophie's dead. You all need to understand. This is the only way. Lay down, stay in line, or you die. The people you love die. If you just do what they say, you can live. All of you.
Behind you!
You're the fucking problem here! I won't let you get them all killed! Minerva! I can't let her leave! Shit!
Sorry guys, a lot is happening.
We have to go.
I'll catch up with chat in a second.
I can't leave her. Go, I'll catch up.
Clem, come on! We have to get the hell out of here!
Go. I need to find AJ.
Better see you on land.
You will.
Go, my brothers, go!
Shit, they started the boiler.
I am also processing that, yeah. It's a lot, it's a lot.
We'll focus that energy. Sharpen it.
Fuck. Come on. Okay.
I've known Clementine since before this all started. She'll come around.
It wasn't before, it was when.
You'll come around too, once you see what we have to offer. Plenty of food, comfortable beds for you and Clem.
Come one more.
You can even share a room.
Docks.
You know what, the fact that the big villain is this fucking army, like, white supremacist army brat is so perfect.
Ma'am! He wasn't alone. I got something else to show you.
This way.
Found this in the herd.
Oh,
No
James.
wonder there were so many walkers.
Shit.
Must have thought you were clever leading those walkers here. Or was that Clementine's idea? Nothing to say?
You don't fucking scare me.
Good boy, James. Good man.
Is that so?
Force your ways onto others. Because you're afraid. Because you're weak.
I give my people a cause to fight for.
Don't.
The thing about people like him, AJ, is that they're too broken to fit into a community. They won't fight for anyone but themselves.
Objectively not true, considering what he's done for us.
No! What the fuck?
10. Oh my god.
Easy there, 10.
Don't hurt him. Just stop hurting people. Please.
Shoot her!
Why don't we all just take a breath, alright?
Give me my friends back.
Put down the gun.
Let them go. All of us. Or else.
Fine. Go ahead then. Do it. Save your friends. That's what you came here to do, isn't it? Oh, I see. You came here to cry.
Tim,
Looks like you're not a soldier either.
Please, don't!
No!
Yes! Oh, I love my son. I love my son. I'm so proud of my son. Come on. Ah! Okay, not always clear whether it's meant to be a tap or a hold. Ah!
You made a big fucking wait.
Yes! Yeah, the amount of times this 5-year-old has been hit is concerning.
AJ, wait! I give up. I will give up. Put down the gun. I'll let everyone leave. My crew and I will leave. We won't.
I see. I know what's gonna happen.
AJ! She's not a threat. Lower the gun.
You weren't down there. You didn't see what she did. She cut my friend's tongue out.
You don't have to do this, please.
It's a trick.
Don't you fucking dare, AJ.
She can't be trusted. She cannot be trusted.
Just give me the gun.
You can't let her hurt anyone else.
I don't want to die. Do it, AJ.
No. AJ, stop!
Lily, we couldn't find the other. What did you do? You are fucking dead.
I'm sorry, she can't be trusted. She cannot be trusted.
Shit, the bomb.
Y'all who were there before remember how many times I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt in season 1, and that's it. Like, fool me once, shame on you, but fool me 500 million times, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, music. Fuck. Okay. Let me just... Yeah. I'm starting to wonder if the particular fear James seems to have about AJ feels kind of racist. Potentially. I've talked a little bit about this before. Like, the way that AJ was perceived after the events of episode 1, feeling very racialized. I chose to tell AJ not to shoot her because apparently I'm naive. And she kills James. Right. Yeah. You and 89% of players mercy killed Abel. 11% of players forced Abel to turn into a walker. Okay, so that's a huge split. Okay, this is interesting. You and 49% of players respected James' beliefs and killed no walkers. 49% of players only killed some of the walkers in James' camp. 3% of players ignored James' wishes and killed all of the walkers in the camp. You and 61% of players named the bomb Mitch's masterpiece. 13% named it Ruby's Revenge, 17% named it Willie Jr., and 6% of it players named it AJ. That's not maths. Oh, I think you're right. 49 plus 49 plus 3 is 101%. So there's something going on there. You and 86% of players allowed AJ to attack Dorian, stopping her from cutting off your friend's finger. 14% of players stopped AJ and let Dorian cut off your friend's finger. I mean, obviously it's shit that AJ got hurt in the process, but I think the lesson of, like, you know, if you see something like that being done, the right thing to do is to, like, try and do something. If that makes sense. That was my thinking a little bit. You and 53% of players told AJ to kill Lily. 47% of players refused to tell AJ to kill Lily. It's actually quite split. That's actually quite split. God, that was fucking intense. Look at me mathing. Yeah, look at you go. Look at you go. I might not have caught that if you hadn't noticed it. Okay, so that's the summary of our decisions, and now we're gonna get a relationship review. Okay. AJ MIA. Oh. AJ felt conflicted after you killed Abel, sparing him from turning. AJ felt defeated when you said there was no way to prove you could be together as walkers. AJ felt powerful after you told him to shoot Lily. Interesting. Conflicted, defeated, powerful. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Lily is dead. Lily was inspired to take action after you tried to protect your friends. Abel is dead. Abel felt assured when you promised him mercy. James is MIA. James was thankful that you respected his beliefs and spared the walkers. James felt elated when you said there might be more to walkers. James was devastated that you told AJ to kill Lily. 10 is also MIA. 10 was grateful when you stood up for him against Willie. 10 was grateful you promised to tell Minerva he forgave her. She didn't deserve his forgiveness, though. Minerva was stunned when you told her Marlon killed Brody. Minerva considered herself irredeemable despite your assertion that she could come home. Minerva felt heartsick after learning that 10 forgave her. Well, James, that saved your life, so yeah. Lewis is MIA. Lewis was traumatized after his time spent with the Raiders. Lewis was consoled by your promise to take them home. Again, quite interested in the differences of what can happen with the Lewis romance and if you choose to save Lewis instead of Violet, and etc. Violet felt romantic after you danced together. Violet was touched that you wanted to hear why she was sent to Ericson. Violet felt understood after you expressed sympathy about her reason for coming to Ericson. And Violet was thankful when you let AJ stop Dorian from cutting off her finger. The state of the school. Rosie is worried about everyone. Poor Rosie. Willie was excited that you wanted to name the bomb. Ruby was proud you did not recognize her official Ericson evaluation. Omar is MIA and Asim is MIA. And we only found 2 collectibles. Shit. Fuck that up. There was a horseshoe. God damn it. I do love horses.